Well, this might not get you between the sheets, but it will get you 3 sheets to the wind. Hello and welcome to Intoxicated Masculinity. If it's Wednesday, we have a cocktail video coming at you. Today, we are going to continue our little series here in May where we are doing cocktails that are sort of similar to margaritas, whether in history or in construction. In this case, really just more construction. Historically, this cocktail, the Between the Sheets, is actually a takeoff on the sidecar. This cocktail was invented in Prohibition sometime, first appeared in a cocktail book in 1929. It has been sort of altered over time. I am going to use the Cocktail Codex, the nice folks over there at Death & Co. And I'm going to use their version because I'm kind of interested in that version. I think it's going to be a nice tasty little treat and a little bit of a different sort of flavor profile from a margarita, even though it does have somewhat similar construction. But since we don't have a whole lot more history about it other than it being Prohibition era, I think we can stop talking about it and start making it and drinking it. Okay, we're back and we have some ingredients, which I love to have. Lots of ingredients. Anyway, we're going to start off with our difference. So we're going to be using lemon juice like last week. We're going to use lemon juice instead of lime juice. And this is going to call for 3/4 ounce. This specifically calls for dry curacao. So we are going to toss in 3/4 ounce of dry curacao. This recipe specifically calls for Demerara syrup. I don't have any Demerara syrup, and it only calls for a teaspoon. I'm just going to use regular simple, and we're just going to toss in a bar spoon. I think that'll be just fine. In our spirits here, we are splitting the difference. So we are going to add in 1 ounce of cognac. In this case, I'm adding in 1 ounce of VSOP Courvoisier. It actually calls for a different cognac, but I think we're going to be fine here. And it does specifically call for Appleton Estate, the signature. So this is our blended rum. So this is Jamaican, so this is going to have a little bit of funk to it. However, Appleton Estate is not super funky, so I don't think it's going to be overpowering. And the bottle I have is the gigantic one. All we need to do now is get our ice in the shaker and shake this thing up. And toss that in your shaker. Give it a good pound and give it a good shake. Okay. We're going to go ahead and double strain that into our coupe/baby martini glass. And this actually does not call for a garnish, so serve as is. It's an interesting color. Let's go ahead and try it and see what we think. Once again, the Between the Sheets. It's really interesting. There's a lot going on. I think in this, the curacao and the brandy are doing most of the heavy lifting. It's pretty well balanced. You're getting a tiny bit of rum funk, but it's just very, very mild, kind of very right around the edges. And you are getting your citrus as well. First thing I taste on this though is the cognac. I find that kind of interesting too because typically cognac is a little bit more of a delicate flavor. It can get lost in cocktails pretty easily. And here we're only using 1 ounce. It comes off as very bright and very sunny. I get, so there's nothing apple in here, so there's no reason why I would get this. It's almost kind of like sour apple-y a little bit. And I think it's the fruitiness of the brandy combining with the tartness of the lemon juice. Probably a little bit of the orange too. Mainly those two, but not like that kind of artificial sour apple flavor, but like it tastes like more kind of like a natural sour apple flavor. A very kind of a milder version of that. That's a really interesting cocktail. It's very well balanced, and it kind of has a little bit of a bit of an evolution as you kind of see me going through what I'm tasting. Would I have this over a margarita though? Maybe, actually. This is too different. This is really, so, well, I was sort of going for the construction sort of similar. You've got your Curacao, your citrus, and then your spirit being kind of the base of margarita. And that is, the flavors here are so different from a margarita that I wouldn't really compare them to one another. It is good. It is actually quite good. It's very, again, it's very balanced. You're sort of going on kind of a flavor voyage, and you sort of taste one thing and then something else kind of comes up. Yeah, that's very good. It's very good. Maybe better than a margarita. Who knows? And on that bombshell, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good drink, and have a good day. That's the bumper.